All right, we did it. We are here. We are on our 10th wedding anniversary trip, and we're in Brazil. So it was quite the journey to get here. We flew from Vancouver to Montreal, Montreal to Sao Paulo, and Sao Paulo to Rio, and we spent a few days in Rio. Our short time in Rio was mostly spent resting after our long travel day and adjusting to the time difference. But we wanted to fit in one fun activity, so we took the cable car up Sugarloaf Mountain. Sugarloaf is a famous peak in the city of Rio, sitting at the mouth of Guanabara Bay. At nearly 400 meters above the water, it offers beautiful views and is a must-see attraction. We didn't have a clear day when we visited, but it was still absolutely worth it. And the cable car was easy to get to, just a short cab ride away from where we were staying in Copacabana. From the top of Sugarloaf Mountain, you can see Cristo Redentor, or Christ the Redeemer. The Art Deco statue sits across the city on Corcovado Mountain, and it's such an iconic symbol of Rio. It was named one of the new 7 wonders of the world, so this was a really cool item to tick off our bucket list. The views from the top of Sugarloaf really are incredible, and there are some beautiful nature trails that you can walk up there as well. We got to see our first Brazilian monkeys, and overall it was a really fun day and a great introduction to Rio. We also went out for an anniversary dinner at a vegan restaurant in Ipanema, and the food was amazing. All in all, it was a really fun couple of days. So if you watched our other videos about this, we had a heck of a time trying to figure out where we wanted to go for this trip. We really wanted to do a special trip to celebrate 10 years of marriage, and November was kind of our window to do it. So we narrowed it down to a few destinations based on time of year and weather and everything like that. And yeah, we thought we would give you a little insight into how we landed on Brazil. Yeah, so we thought long and hard about where we wanted to go. We factored in a lot of different things. One of those things being hurricane season in the Caribbean. We were considering a few destinations in the Caribbean and thought maybe mid-November would be late enough that we could avoid hurricanes. That turned out to not be true because there was a big hurricane that went through the Caribbean, so we're really glad we didn't choose that as our destination. Yeah. We also thought about Asia, looking at Thailand, places that we wanted to go there. It was going to be their rainy season, so a lot of things just kind of pointed us to South America, and I personally love South America. I've been traveling here on my own in the past, and we've been to South America before, to Buenos Aires, to Montevideo, but Katie's never been to Brazil, and I've never been to Rio or Buzios, so we thought, a new destination for both of us. Yeah, I was grateful that you wanted to come back to Brazil, even though you've been before, but it ends up being a good destination for what we were looking for. A more ambitious trip than we originally thought. I was definitely like, I just want to lay on a beach somewhere and have a, vacation that's relaxing. But the more we looked at all the options, there just wasn't really anywhere that made sense to do that kind of trip. And as we talked about before, we had flight credits to use, and we really wanted to use them on a big flight, go somewhere far away, go somewhere expensive that we wouldn't otherwise go to. And so we landed on Brazil. So when looking at Brazil, our main concern was that we didn't want to just go to Rio and do like a big city trip. And so we were looking for a destination that was sort of nearby that would give more of that vacation vibe. And that was how we landed on Buzios. And in terms of weather, it ended up being the perfect time to come because it's kind of late spring here right now. So not yet quite into the hot, humid summers that they get, which would have been a little too much. Yeah. And also the summer is their rainy season too. So we're kind of just on shoulder season, which ended up working out really well. And Buzios is such a cute destination. It's basically a little resort town about 3 hours away from Rio. Easy enough to get to, and just like the perfect vibe of what we were looking for. For sure. And one of the things we were looking at too in the destinations that we were considering was if there were home exchange opportunities there, because we had a bunch of guest points that we wanted to use on home exchange and thought it would be the perfect opportunity for a longer stay. So Buzios actually had a ton of home exchanges, and we had a lot of options to choose from and got to pick a nice beach house, literally a stone's throw away from the beach with a pool
And we're just so happy that we got to use our points and we got to stay in a beautiful place in Buzios.
Yeah, it worked out really well. This whole area, because it's a resort area and it's close to the city, a lot of people have second homes and vacation homes and things like that, which works out really well for HomeExchange. It's such a cute spot. It's nicknamed the Saint-Tropez of Brazil. There are so many beautiful beaches here and great restaurants and just lots to do. And we're so excited to check it out.
We did a bus transfer from Rio to Buzios, and it was a pretty easy journey. Once we arrived, we checked into our HomeExchange, which was a gorgeous 2-story house with a big backyard deck and plenty of outdoor space. It was so nice to have our own private pool, and the house had everything we needed for a really comfortable stay. We feel so grateful we were able to find such amazing accommodations for our trip, and it felt like the perfect way to experience a destination like Buzios. We spent our first couple days relaxing and enjoying the beautiful weather. It felt so nice to soak up some sunshine. We also got an epic tropical rain shower on our first night, which was actually really refreshing. We got acquainted with the neighbors, and we also checked out our local beach, Praia da Ferradura, and the quieter, more secluded Praia Rosa. Both were amazing, and it was so nice to be close to the water. We definitely took advantage of the warm beach weather we had. We were also excited to have access to some amazing hiking trails, and the entrance was right on our street with 2 very sweet guard dogs. Because Buzios is set on an ocean peninsula, the views are gorgeous every direction you look. We had so much fun exploring and taking in the sights, and having such easy access to nature was our favorite thing about this destination. We found so many beautiful lookouts and secluded beaches. It really is such a unique area. We're so glad we decided to visit this region of Brazil. We hiked out to one of the further points hoping to catch the sunset, and it did not disappoint. These are the moments where we just need to pinch ourselves because we feel so lucky to get to explore so much of the world together. All of these experiences are going to be very special to look back on one day, and we're extremely grateful to be able to do this.
Okay, it is another beautiful day here in Buzios. The sun is out, it's clear, there's a breeze, it's perfect. And we're gonna head out into the town.
Yeah, we're gonna walk over to the pedestrian street and check out some of the shops. And then there's a night market tonight that we wanna check out, so we're looking forward to that. The city center of Buzios, known as Rua das Pedras, is a really lively area full of shops and restaurants. Our first stop was a cute little gelato place where we found some vegan ice cream, and then we just wandered the area enjoying the views of the beach. This part of the waterfront literally looks like a postcard, and we couldn't get enough of it. The beach is so gorgeous, and we lucked out with perfect weather that day. We took a walk out on the little pier and got greeted by a sea turtle, which was definitely a highlight of our trip. Next, we strolled along the waterfront promenade and saw the statue of French actress Brigitte Bardot. She famously visited Buzios back in the 60s, helping to turn it into the chic resort destination it is today. We also walked by the Three Fishermen statue, a tribute to the town's origin as a quiet fishing village. We caught another beautiful sunset, then walked back through the town, grabbed some treats at a cute vegan cafe, and made our way to the night market. The market was awesome, and we had some drinks and amazing street food. It was the perfect end to a great day exploring Buzios. The next night, we checked out Porta de Barra, a waterfront area at Manguinhos Beach. It's another popular spot for shopping and dining, and it's one of the best places in Buzios to catch a beautiful sunset. We walked out onto the pier to see the sun setting over the water and views of the small fishing boats. It's a really pretty spot and a great place to finish off another fun day exploring. Afterward, we went to one of the beachfront restaurants where we had cocktails with cachaça, Brazil's most popular drink, and another amazing meal.
All right, we've been having such a nice week. This house is amazing. The weather has been perfect, and we've really just been enjoying all the outside time, listening to the birds in the yard.
Yeah, honestly, even just like looking at the mango trees and looking at the palm trees, like everything, it's just so different from what we're used to, and all the little birds, they're just so cute, and everything is just
singing.
so peaceful.
Yeah, it's been really nice. There's a good mix of things to do here. We've really enjoyed like some nature walks and some hikes close to where we're staying. The little downtown is really great.
Yeah, good
Tons of great restaurants. Yeah, there's just lots to do. So honestly, it's a really good mix. I'm really glad we chose this as our destination. It was kind of like a gamble. We really didn't know what to expect.
It paid off.
I think it was a perfect choice.
It is another beautiful day. The forecast did call for a little bit of rain, but I don't even know if that happened. Maybe overnight. Luckily, it's just beautiful and the temperature is perfect. So we're going to walk over to another one of the beaches that we haven't checked out yet. And then we're going to zip over to Porta de Barra again and maybe catch the sunset there.
Praia de Garaba is a popular spot for surfing in Buzios, and it's the largest beach on the peninsula. It's definitely a lively area, and we enjoyed all the people watching. We also saw the most adorable dog playing fetch with a coconut, which was a highlight of the day. Next, we made our way back to Porto de Barra, and it was fun to explore the area in the daytime. We found a cute cafe serving acai bowls, which is a popular snack in Brazil, so we had to try one. Then we caught the sunset from the pier once again and found another great beachfront restaurant for dinner and drinks. The next couple days started getting really hot, so we spent more time checking out the local beaches. This was Praia dos Ochos, which had tons of great beach bars and more gorgeous views. We also spent a lot of time cooling off in the pool back at the house, which was such a treat in this hot tropical weather.
All right, it is somehow our last full day here, and I think we're getting close to ready to come home. It's really hot.
Yeah, it's been really hot, and like the house is getting quite hot.
Yeah.
The heat is obviously nice. That's why we're here. That's why we chose this destination and wanted, some heat before going back to the winter in Canada. But we're not entirely equipped for it. So.
No, and because we came on shoulder season, it's getting into getting closer to summer here, and so the temperatures are just getting hot.
Yeah.
Whereas we had mostly just perfect, warm in the day, cool at night, not too crazy.
Weather that's really pleasant where you can just go out and do a lot of things. Whereas this is definitely the kind of weather where it's
you need to
you sit by the pool or you sit on the beach, and that's kind of all you can really do.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to the beach because that is really all we can do today. Soak up the last bits of the sunshine before we pack and head home.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's go.
It was so nice having a beach just a short walk from our home exchange, and we're glad we got to go for one last dip before the end of our trip. Buzios is definitely a special place, and we're very glad we ended up coming here for our anniversary trip. We had a perfect last day, and we got back to the house right before the weather changed, and we got a nice little rain shower.
All right, that was a perfect last day. It actually started raining after we got back, so I feel like our timing was really good.
Yeah, it was nice and warm on the beach. We had a little bit of cloud coverage, so it wasn't too hot and sunny, but the water was nice. It just felt like a really nice way to kind of end our last day here.
Yeah, it's so nice to get to the end of a trip and feel just content, like you feel like you did everything you wanted to do and you're, happy and ready to go back.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a good amount of time and I feel good.
Yeah, we got a nice little summer fix before heading into winter, into cozy season at home, which is going to be great.
Yeah, I'm excited to get back and decorate for the holidays, and it's going to be nice.
Yeah, so we are going to pack up our bags and prep for the very long journey home. Well, we have to get to Rio, then we take a flight to Sao Paulo, then we take a flight to Montreal, and then a flight to Vancouver. So it's going to be a long travel day.
Yeah,
we have lots of snacks.
Yeah, I think
so we're ready.
30 hours or something.
Yeah.
I mean, it was quite a journey to get here, but I think it was worth it. We definitely could have done something less ambitious, but that just wouldn't be us.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy with it. This is a very special way to celebrate a very big occasion, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. So obrigada for watching, and make sure you subscribe so you catch all of our future content, and we'll see you really soon.
Yeah. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye. Ciao.